All right, it's Lulu and Lala from 105 KTU iHeartRadio, baby, and we are here with the gorgeous, the lovely, the talented Paris Hilton.
Hello, girls.
Hey. First of all, I want to say you look beautiful for Halloween. Your costume totally killed it.
Thank you. I love Halloween.
So your documentary, wow, is all I have to say. This is Paris, out on YouTube. And first things first, what made you to decide to just be open with everybody and show everyone who Paris Hilton is?
I just feel that the world has gotten to know me through a character I played on The Simple Life, and it's never really been who I was. So I wanted to show the world who I am, what I've been through, and just show it's okay to go through things in life, and also to empower others. And my main goal is to shut these type of places down so that no more children are abused like I was.
Watching the documentary, Lala and I, we were kind of like, it was a flashback to how we were raised. Very old school parents, very strict, no dancing, no sleepovers, nothing.
Makeup, not even.
We couldn't do anything. So watching that, the frustration and like,
you just want to have fun. You're in your teenage years, you want to just be you. So we get it. But with it, do you feel that if your parents wouldn't have sent you to Provo, you would be the successful Paris Hilton that you are today? Because you left that place with a mission and you accomplished it.
Even though I went through hell and it was, the most traumatic experiences I've ever went through in my life, it also made me the strong woman I am today. So I don't know if I would be the woman and the businesswoman and have the drive that I do if I hadn't have went through all of that. So I feel that everything in life does happen for a reason, and I feel that the big reason I feel is that I could use my voice to help the ones that are voiceless and to use my platform for positive change. So I try to look at the silver lining in everything.
Honestly, watching the documentary, I didn't even know that these places were doing such horrible things to, kids and people who are trying to get better or trying to, work on themselves. So It was bothersome to see that instead of helping, they're traumatizing these kids.
Have you been able to follow up with these facilities and how they're now handling, how they discipline the children in there, or have any of them shut down? Have you followed up with that?
Yes, I've been working with Breaking Code Silence, which is a group of survivors that are all working together to make change in the troubled teen industry. And they said since my documentaries came out, then there's been more change in this industry in the past couple weeks than there has been in 15 years. And we went out there a couple weeks ago with a couple hundred survivors, did a silent protest outside the school, and they are being exposed, and there's already been so many changes, and this is just the beginning, and I'm not going to stop until there's change, because I can't sleep well at night knowing that this is still happening to children every single day.
100%.
That's amazing.
And speaking of sleeping, I know in the documentary you said that you would have nightmares and you weren't able to sleep. And
since you've opened up towards this experience that you had at this facility, have you been able to sleep better? Have the nightmares stopped a little bit?
Yes, I no longer have nightmares, which has been the first time since I'm a teenager. So it's been just such a weight off my shoulders. I really think just from me talking about it and finally releasing those emotions, and also just being in the best relationship I've ever been in my life, where I finally feel safe. So
congratulations.
I want to say before we get into the relationship, because we're super happy about you for you, the relationship that you have with your parents when the documentary came out or when you were thinking of doing it, how did they take it? Because sometimes when I talk to my mom in reference to hey, we had no life growing up, she kind of gets defensive, and it's like, I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm just letting you know how it made us feel. So I'm wondering how it is with your parents.
It was very hard for my parents to watch this film because I, had never told them or anyone else what I went through. So they were in shock, in disbelief, and now they're just angry at the school and the fact that they were conned into this and lied to and manipulated. So my family has just been heartbroken over the situation, and they wish that they never sent me there. And yeah, but of course, they're going to be upset talking about it. I think any family,
Right.
it's hard to talk about things like that. But I can understand too, like parents, when you're strict, like one day when I have kids, I will probably be strict too.
That was the next follow-up question.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're going to be,
The strict, overbearing mother.
or do you think you're going to be strict but a little bit more lenient?
I'm going to be strict in certain ways, but I'm also going to be very understanding, and I'm just going to be so supportive, and I've been through it all. So my daughter will not be able to lie to me because I will be able to catch her in every single way.
That's true. You got the heads up there.
It's about being there for your kids and letting them know it's okay to talk about problems and just to be supportive. And I think that's the most important thing is, being strict, but not so strict, because then you just end up rebelling. And that always happens with teenagers, I see.
Now you do feel safe, and you have somebody that you trust and love, and you also have a single out.
That's right.
Blame you. And is that referencing
to
your boo?
Yes, I have never been so in love. I'm so happy. I just feel so safe. He's so loyal and kind and sweet and just everything I could want and more. And I thought this was the perfect timing to release a song like this because I feel so good and I blame him.
Well, what a compliment to him when someone writes a song about you. So I'm pretty sure he appreciated that. But I could imagine you being successful as you are, always busy, traveling a lot. It must have been very hard trying to really find someone that you could actually trust, that understands your lifestyle and is willing to, put up with it and be secure in his own skin. So finally, it's good that you found someone. So congrats on that. I want to go back to the persona that you have created for yourself. Do you ever feel like you're gonna get tired of having to keep up with this persona and one day just be like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore?
Yeah, I feel that, just over the years of playing this character for so long that, I've just kind of over it. I want to be myself. I'm proud to be smart and intelligent and hardworking. And, before when I started in this industry, I was playing a character and I thought it was cute to play, this dumb blonde. And now I just think it's so much harder to be smart and actually show people that I know exactly what's happening. And I'm not a dumb blonde. I'm just very good at pretending to be one.
Now, in the documentary, you also say that you feel a sense of responsibility to what social media is nowadays. And what do you tell those people who take Instagram or Twitter or Facebook so serious? Because at the end of the day, it's just an app.
Yeah, my advice would be just to not put so much value on the opinion of others, especially strangers. I can't even imagine being a teenage girl and having to deal just with all the anxiety that comes with social media and living up to these standards of beauty that aren't even real. I think that a lot of girls especially just should know that it matters more what you think of yourself, not what other people say.
Yeah, and I love that you've proven that you are successful on your own. You didn't have to depend on anybody. You make your own money and you're smart and intelligent and you get the job done. You also mentioned that your goal is to become a billionaire. Are you closer and closer to reaching that goal? Have you already met that goal?
I continue to work hard. I love what I do, but that's no longer my main goal in life. I think that was just such a goal because I wasn't happy in my personal life before. So I just put all my focus into my work. But now mostly what I care about is my future and having a family and just moving on to the next phase of my life.
Awesome. We're in this pandemic. Nobody knows what 2020 is going to end. What has this pandemic taught you and what have you learned about yourself now that things obviously were different this year?
This is the first time in my life where I've had to remain in one place. I'm used to traveling over 250 days out of the year, so I've never really had time just to, pause and reflect on my life. So it's really just, giving me perspective on life, what's important to me. My priorities have changed so much. I used to have severe FOMO. I could not miss out on anything. And now obviously there was no reason to have FOMO since nothing was happening. So I realized that I don't need to be everywhere. I don't need to be traveling every second, and I can actually, be in one place and really enjoy it, just being at home and cooking and being with my pets and spending time with my boyfriend. So it's been just this whole new world and whole new life for me, and I'm really enjoying it.
Have you taken a step back from being away from your phone? Because she's always making fun of me of how I never put the phone down. I'm always checking what's up.
Well, because in the world that we live in, regardless of what's going on, social media is always on people's top radar. Like, it's everywhere. You can't get away with it.
And also that we do radio, so we have to be up to date.
Right, and so she tends to be more on it, and I always make fun of her. I'm like, it's okay if you're not on the phone for one day. So I want to ask you, what is the longest that you've actually been without any phone or internet access, away from, that device?
Well, I have an addiction to my phone, just like you do.
Okay.
Completely can relate to that. I'm never really without my phone. The longest I was without a phone was obviously when I was at Provo, because there was no phones. So that was 11 months with no phone, which was a nightmare. And then I'm always on my phone, for work. I love staying in contact with my fans. I'm running a huge empire, so I'm always nonstop. But my boyfriend and I are going to Bora Bora tomorrow for our anniversary. So
yes, congrats.
I made a promise I'm going to put my phone down for once.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, sometimes, it's funny, my boyfriend tells me the same thing. But so happy for you. And
for 2021, now we're at the end of the year. It's been one hell of a year. What do you hope to accomplish in 2021?
I've been working on so many different projects, so I'm excited to be announcing some very exciting ventures I'm working on. Be investing into a lot of tech. I'm also going to be launching my own audio and digital product company. So I'm signing a deal to have my own podcast, as well as running some other different podcasts for other people, with an amazing partner, and doing it in a new way that no one's ever done before. And just working on so many different projects. So it's very exciting and can be very busy.
Well, we're very looking forward to seeing your new adventures.
We're so excited for you guys. Make sure, if you haven't seen the YouTube documentary, This is Paris, it's on. And also make sure to stream the song or download the song, I Blame You. It's out on all platforms. Paris, we're so happy for you. We cannot wait to see what you have for the future. And we hope to talk to you soon.
Thank you, girls.
Thank you for your time.
You too.
All right. Bye.